Thanks for watching Be Better Golf. Really exciting video today. Whole really exciting series that we're doing. We have Dr. Scott behind the computer right over here, and Milo Lyons, PGA, who is a teacher here at Superstition Mountain. We brought the Swing Catalyst plate out here. We brought it out to confirm some things. We wanted to try to figure out why Milo is such a good driver of the golf ball and what he does consistently in the ground that then results in such a consistent strike. And we're doing that stuff for this big project that we're calling the Driving Force, which you'll find over at BeBetterGolf.net. But what we're talking about today, Milo, that we're going to try to figure out with Scott, like all these other things have been kind of like confirmation things. This video is going to be a little bit more of an experimentation because I asked you, Milo, hey, what's the difference in what you do to the ground, or what a golfer is going to do to the ground, between a flip swing, flip impact, which was the club past your hands before impact, about like that, and a toe impact, which is the golfer's towing the club through impact. So before we do that, I'm going to challenge you to hit a flip one and a toe one, and then we'll measure them. Okay? So just
toe flip or regular first? What do you want first?
What do you want first?
Well, let's capture it. So, yeah. So let's do the good one first, because you've been hitting good ones all day.
Okay.
Yep.
You ready?
Yep. So this is a towing shot.
This is a good one. Yeah.
Yep.
My normal
one where we should see the club being towed, T-O-W, through impact. Oh, what a golf shot, folks. Wow, that was good. Right at the clubhouse.
Trees.
Numbers on that one were 124 club head speed and 171 ball. Very good for these. Very low spin too, 1900 spin.
Yeah, I hit a little high and a little on the toe.
All right, so now we're going to challenge you to hit a flip one, and then we're going to put Dr. Scott's expertise to work to see, is there even a difference in the ground when he flips at it?
Let me know when you're ready over there.
Ready.
Okay. Okay. Flip.
Okay, so those numbers, now we've dropped the ball speed all the way down to 150 and club head speed to 109. So 21 miles an hour difference in ball speed there. While the numbers are processing, what felt different between those two swings to you? Because your second swing looked like, I see like a lot of like between like 0 and 5 handicappers that are pretty good that do something similar to what that looked like.
Okay. So what I felt like I was doing, I felt like I was applying the force to the club with my hands this way and kind of standing my body.
So kind of like a coupling torque motion this way.
This way. Like I'm putting a torque into the golf club and kind of standing up this way. So instead of powering the golf club with my body getting out of the way,
a push
that goes around the corner, I'm powering it with more of a throwing of the arm.
And the body's kind of reacting to that by doing that. And all right. Scott, when we look at the numbers here, and I'll try to take the camera over to see it.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, like you said, your lower body's doing way less.
All right, Scott, what do you see as the difference between those two swings?
If we just look at the peak forces here, he's got 13% of his body weight in horizontal force. This is a normal swing. It's got 93 foot-pounds of torque. That's a 1.92 force factor, which is like a relative to his body weight. And he's got 204% verticals. And so that was his normal swing. And then when we go to his flip swing, the lower body just turns off. So 13 went down to 11, so less horizontal force. 92 went down to 72 and 1.46, so way less torque. And 20, whatever it was, went down to 188. So he basically just turned down the lower body and the upper body took over. And so obviously if your lower body's not working properly, you can't tow the hands through.
In the toe swing, where he was towing it through impact and he hit it much better, he was using his lower body earlier and a lot more.
I don't know earlier, I haven't really looked at timing, but a lot more compared to this. He just turned down all 3 ground reaction forces. So that tells me the lower body's just along for the ride and the arms are leading me.
To me, Milo, from that data that Scott just told us, it sounds like in your swing, your normal swing, I'll step in there for a second. It sounds like the lower body's doing stuff and then the club's reacting to that. And in the other one, your hands are doing something to the club, and then your body has to kind of react to what the club's doing. So it's
I would
totally
say
backwards.
that's the exact explanation, I would say. One, I'm trying to make the club do something. The other, I'm trying to just get out of my own way and get the club to come along for the ride.
Okay, I'm gonna try that. So to kind of piggyback on what you did, I'm going to not have this kind of coupling throw here. It's really going to be soft, but have a lot of the body pulling it through, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice straight shot. How did that look?
I would say that was pretty good.
The body pulled it through, okay?
Yeah, pretty
Do
solid.
the opposite.
Now let's do the opposite. I'll try to flip at it.
How do you do there, speed-wise?
159. The club, I'm not sure.
Club head, not giving it to me. There it is, 113. So just smooth.
This one I need to try to flip.
Hang on.
Hold on for a second.
That's okay. I'm gonna go.
Okay, go ahead. Went left.
Yeah, I went left. Not dramatically left, and it was the same speed. 113 club on both those.
Interesting.
What did we see?
Same thing, like the forces just went way down to nothing, basically. So I don't know how you still produced all that speed.
I'm used to hitting it with my hands.
He tried hard to hit it with his hands faster that time, I think.
Right.
So he sped it up.
All right, Scott, so I'm coming in here.
So here's your lower body,
Yeah.
2288.
This is on the first one?
the first one.
Yeah.
And 189. So those are your ground reaction forces, the peaks. That's what main variable we give for now. It went down to 11, 70, and 123. So you turned down all three of your ground reaction forces, and that obviously probably felt like a lot more work.
Milo, you're saying, and Scott, you would have to do more studying probably, but there's definitely seems to be a connection between the more you use the ground, the more you're towing it.
Yeah, your arms are all along for the ride.
For sure, you're powering everything with the pivot and the ground. That's how you turn yourself.
Right.
Instead of powering things with
The torque of the hands.
the torque of the hands and arms.
Yeah.
Which one way is pretty consistent in my opinion. The other way is going to be very difficult to be consistent with.
Right, and because you're used to it, you can still get, I mean, that's still nowhere near the speed you got when you were actually using your lower body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was 120 or something.
Yeah, when he did it right, he got to 120 for the
Which
first
I don't
time
think
ever.
you'd ever get there with just your hands, and it's going to go sideways quite a bit.
Yeah, you're having to, when your hands are doing all the work, you're having to time a lot more right here.
Okay.
When your body is doing the work, you're not having to time as much. It's actually timed for you.
Right.
Okay, so let's take it, if somebody has watching this video and they've self-diagnosed themselves as, I think a great thing for people to do, just see where you are at impact. If this line from your left, or your lead arm, I should say, is pointed behind the ball at impact, then you're not towing it through impact. So anyway, if somebody self-diagnosed themselves as somebody who's torquing it a lot and not using the ground very much, how can we turn that player more into a player that, like you do, like tows it through and almost looks like a wet mop behind you?
The first thing I do is I take their arms away. So I make them do a lot of drills that get their body activated. So like basically straight arm drills, or I have them set the club and then practice turning through and hitting it without unwinding the club. So you feel like the club stays trailing.
Yeah. I saw Jason Carbone, who's a really good teacher. He used to be at Baltusrol. He had a jacket on, and he took his arms out of the jacket, so the arm of the sleeve was just hanging there. And you got to try to get that sleeve swinging fast. You don't even have your arm. So it's like a straight jacket, right?
Yeah.
None of us have long sleeves on.
Yeah, so
you
you
had a long sleeve jacket, and this sleeve was just hanging there. How would you get that sleeve moving fast?
You'd make a circle with your body.
Right.
So step up here, Scott, and put your arm through here and pinch it with your armpit. You want a club?
No, you're not using a club. You're just trying to make that towel.
Yeah, I don't know how to do this. Right. Like maybe if I kind of just do that.
Just pinch it with your armpit. Yeah,
Pull it
there you
like
go.
that. Yeah. So now how would I get that moving fast? Through impact without. So it's hard. I mean, it doesn't work as well, but you need your sleeve because then it's attached to you.
Yeah, like an elephant trunk going.
Just try to get that thing get it to move, get some energy into it.
Yeah.
You sling the arm. How to move it.
So just let it
Especially
go
this
limp.
left arm, that gets into a yanking.
If it gets into yanking, you have no control of the
All right,
face.
so if this is, I'm putting
Free.
Yeah, just
shots of muscle relaxer all in this
just
arm.
turn it loose. Yeah, so
Got
it's
nothing
limp.
here. This one.
There you go.
Try to get some rhythm and go back and forth.
Yeah, you want to feel how to. You have to get the rhythm of it,
Yeah.
and then you learn how to time the change of direction to make it go even faster.
Yeah, there you go.
That actually worked pretty good.
Yeah, that was okay.
All right, this is it. Really sling the sleeve off of me here. I just healed it, but I moved the club fast, I think. 117.
Yeah,
There you go.
it's pretty good.
Now you gotta combine all of those things together.
Well, I don't think I really have to do that much, but I think you're right as far as, because I was looking for one more thing. I think all I have to do is get into my right side and
Then
sling the water off of the.
Right?
Yeah.
Decent ball speed. Yeah, 118.
There you go.
So we see the difference in 113 when I just try to couple it and do this. And I'm not only getting less speed, but I'm getting a much worse dynamic, what is it called? Dynamic loft.
Dynamic loft,
And then
spin
here,
loft.
We are getting it to the right side and then slinging things around. All right, let's see the numbers on that, Scott, and give us your final analysis.
The other thing, in order to get that sleeve going fast,
Yeah.
this shoulder actually has to work down for a minute.
Yeah, it does,
It
huh?
has to. If it goes immediately up, it won't sling.
Right. Oh, your record, I think, for torque, 91. And vertical, 150. Yeah, that's the most torque I've seen out of you. Which is great. So that helps you get more rotational, which I don't think hurts anyone.
Nope.
So I think we can safely say that there's a connection between getting a higher degree of rotational force and ground force in general, but rotational force and push force, and maintaining toe, huh?
For sure. If the minute that this stops, the momentum of that club is not stopping, it's passing.
Okay.
So your body has to keep moving to keep towing.
How do you train, if somebody actually has the body work pretty good in practice, but they just can't stop?
That's where I have them hit a ton of shots where they never release and just practice hitting and stopping like this.
Show us that drill real quickly. I'll tee one up for you. This is, I've tried this. It's, for me, maybe it's a patience thing more than anything.
Well, for sure.
It's a drill for me.
Yeah. Just feel a little backswing and turn through and never let the club go. So there I was definitely not putting any torque into it this way with my wrists.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
How do you keep your wrists soft,
Like in the watch.
if you're holding on to it though? You know what I mean? Like, how do you have?
Well, in this drill I don't.
Okay.
In this drill, soft. You're just training yourself to keep turning, and you're training yourself not to want to throw it out of the top.
Through it.
Yeah, it's going to look like this all the way through.
The face is to point the target the whole time. Flip there. Go even slower. But it's still
Do that again. Swing it over here to me. I want you to feel.
make sure the face can see the tree the whole time.
You actually learn how to put the brakes on things.
Yeah.
That was better.
I want to be about here.
But I'll bet you if you look at that on camera, you'll see that
Toad.
it was being towed through.
Yeah.
Because you're not trying to accelerate it with your hands.
Like trying to do that drill, but feel like your arms are not even like had that shot.
All right, so if I was just doing the sleeve drill, I would swing like that.
That would be good right there.
But stop it.
But then add brakes to it.
Put the brakes in it.
Way sooner. Right?
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
The brakes have to happen
Brakes have to happen like
early,
before the ball, yeah.
way before the ball.
Oh, okay.
And you got to be putting the brakes on like right here,
The whole point of this is not to hit it far.
like that. There you go.
There you go.
You did it.
That was
good.
That was good.
Solid impact too.
And then if we freeze that, which I'll do in the camera later, we'll see something about like that. So, because I've done like in Golf Tech or wherever I've been working, precision golf centers, when I'm able to work like with foresight and have the face on camera, I've noticed that with like 7-iron, I'll have great toe through the ball up until about 50%, 60%. Then when I get more, it definitely starts to pass.
Because you want to apply,
and then it's past me.
you want to apply the force and the speed with this, not this.
Show us over here.
So your tendency
To apply speed with your hands, not with
Your trunk
your trunk and your leg. That's actually
and your push.
your brakes are your legs.
that.
And so this, when the club gets to about right here, you're actually putting the brakes on with
That leg like that. And it actually helps you keep turning,
but it stops your
forward progress. Yeah,
That was a really good one.
that was good.
And so I always tell golf teachers when they start using this, it's kind of like an amplifier for a guitar or whatever. So what do? You turn the knobs and then you go and see how it sounds.
Oh, okay.
With a student, I think you need more vertical and less horizontal. I'm going to give them some drills to turn up this and turn that. Okay, now hit it.
You're gonna see a whole ton of videos on Be Better Golf about it. And then, so if you're interested in getting this, it's available now at bebettergolf.net/premium. You'll see it, but the easiest thing, there'll be a click in one of these videos. Check it out. See you later. Bye.